My dear students, in today's class, let us go for numerical integration. This is the process of obtaining approximate value of the definite integral without actual integration, but by using the values of y at some points of x equally spaced over the closed interval AB. We have three rules to find the solution here. They are Simpson's 1/3 rule, Simpson's 3/8 rule, and Weddell's rule. Weddell's rule is also called 3/10 rule. Now we'll see the formula under these rules. Okay, Simpson's 1/3 rule. It is given by I is equal to h by 3 into y0 plus yn plus 4 into y1 plus y3 plus so on plus 2 into y2 plus y4 so on. Simpson's 3/8 rule. Here I is equal to 3h by 10 into y0 plus yn plus 3 into y1 plus y2 plus y4 plus y5 so on plus 2 into y3 plus y6 plus y9 so on. Weddell's rule. I is equal to 3h by 10 into summation I from 0 to n k into yi, where k is equal to 1 5 1 6 1 5 2 5 1 6. Now I will tell you how to remember these formulas easily. If it is Simpson's 1/3 rule, you have to multiply 1 by 3. Here 1 by 3. For h, for all the terms, for all these three rules, you have to have h here. H. For all the terms, it is h. But for h, what you have to multiply for 1/3? 1/3, 1 by 3. For 3/8, 3 by 8. 3/10 rule, you have to multiply 3 by 10. And come to the next terms. For the first term, here you have to add first and the last term. Y0 is the initial term, that is the first term, and the last term, nth term. Initial term and the nth term you have to add. Similarly, here, the first term and the nth term you have to add. Now, for the second term in the first rule, you have to multiply for 4 into all odd terms you have to write. y1, y3, y5, y7, all odd terms you have to write. And the remaining even terms you have to write here. That is multiplied by 2. 2 into all even terms you have to write. This is about your first rule. Simpson's 3/8 rule. 3/8 rule is 3h by 8. I told you about this. And this also I told you. Here plus 3 into, remove all the multiples of 3. See, y1, y2, y3 is not there here. y3 we removed. y4, y5, y6 is removed. Because 6 is a multiple of 3, right? y6 is removed. Similarly, next, y7, y8, y9 will not be there. See, the terms will be like this here. Plus 2 into all the terms which you have removed in this term, you have to write here. That is 2 into y3 plus y6 plus y9, all the terms you have to write here. All the multiples of 3 you have to write. Here, I am telling, in all these three formulas, nowhere the terms is going to repeat. I mean, if you have used y, if suppose n is equal to 4, you have written a y4, y0 plus y4 you have written here. Again, you should not write y4 in anywhere in this formula. Anywhere in this formula, you should not write y4. You should leave that y4 there itself. You have to use any of these elements only once. Okay. Now, come to the second one, that is Simpson's 3/8 rule. What this says, 3h by 8. That is 3 by 8 into h. 3 by 8 into h into y0 plus yn, first and last term, plus 3 into, remove all the multiples of 3. So, we have this here, plus 2 into all the multiples of 3, which is removed here, that you have to write here. That is all the multiples of 3 you have to write here. This is about the second formula. Come to the third one, that is Weddell's rule or the 3/10 rule. According to this, 3h by 10 into I is equal to 3h by 10 into summation I is equal to 0 to n kyi, k is equal to 1516152516. Now, this note will give you the information about when you have to use these formulas, which formula will be appropriate for the given problem. When n is equal to 2 and multiple of 2, Simpson's 1/3 formula is appropriate. See, when n is equal to 2, then Simpson's 1/3 formula is appropriate. When n is equal to 3, then Simpson's 3/8 formula is appropriate. When n is 6 or multiple of 6, then Weddell's rule or the 3/10 rule is appropriate. Okay. If suppose n is equal to 6, if n is equal to 6, 6 is also a multiple of 2 and 6 is also a multiple of 3, right? So in that case, we can use any of the formula. That only I have written here. Now, we'll go for the next one, that is working procedure. What is the procedure we have to follow when you are solving the problem here? Okay, that is a step 1. Divide the given interval into n equal parts or steps and consider the function I is equal to integral a to b y dx. This you have to consider. And you have to take step length. H is the step length. We have a term here h, right? What is this h? H is the step length. Now, step 2. Construct the table by values of x and corresponding computed values of y. For some problem I have constructed directly, I have substituted the values into the appropriate formula itself. This is optional. Now, step 3. Substitute these values in the appropriate formula or the rule. That's all. Now let us see some examples under numerical integration. Evaluate integral 0 to 6 3x square into dx. Dividing the interval 0, 6. Dividing the interval, which interval? Closed interval. Dividing the given closed interval 0, 6 into 6 equal parts by applying 1/3, 3/8 and Weddell's rule. See, they are asking us to solve this problem by all these three rules. Is it possible or it is necessary? See, how many divisions they are asking us to do? Dividing the interval into 6 equal divisions. What is n here? N is 6. They are asking us to divide the given interval into 6 equal divisions. According to this note, when n is equal to 6 or multiple of 6, so which is appropriate? All these three formulas are appropriate. See, Weddell's rule is appropriate and other two rules also appropriate. Whichever is convenient for you, that you can use. Since they are asking all these three rules, let us solve the problem in all these three rules. Okay. Now, n is equal to 6, that is given in the problem itself. This is the interval, 0, 6 is the closed interval they have given. Now, we have to divide. What is the first step? Divide the given interval into n equal parts or strips. Now, let us divide the given interval into equal strips. Okay. See, what is the given interval? The given interval is 0, 6. the given interval is 0, 6. See 0, 6. This we have to divide into 6 equal parts. Those 6 equal parts are this. See 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See how many parts are there now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the 6 parts. Here you have to be very careful about the parts. Here, how many parts they are asking us to do? 6 equal parts, right? See here, it will be 7. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And these are called as the ordinates. For n parts, n plus 1 ordinates will be there. I repeat once again. For n parts, you will be having n plus 1 ordinates. N plus 1 ordinates. How many ordinates are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many ordinates are there? These sticks are called the ordinates. Okay, see n plus 1 ordinates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 ordinates are there. Now, this is denoted as x0, x1, x2, x3, x4, x5 and x6. Okay, now, see we have divided the given interval into 6 equal divisions. Let I is equal to integral a to b. A to b. What is our interval? In this problem it is given here only. Directly you have to consider this. Okay, integral a to b y into dx. Okay, you have to identify this. What is this? Y is equal to 3x square. See y is equal to 3x square that you have to take. Now after identifying this y is equal to 3x square, what we have to do is a question, right? Now for that, for each and every value of x's, that is x0, x1, x2, x3 till x6, for all these x values you have to put in y. You have to put in y. What it is? Y is equal to 3x square, right? See in place of x, put these all x values. So 3 into 0. What is x0? See I have constructed a table here. And when you put x0 value 0 here, 3 into 0 is 0. So it is 0. When x value is 1, it will be 3 into 1 is 3. The 1 square is 1, 1 into 3 is 3. x2 is 2, 2 square is 4, 4 3 is 12. x3 is 3, 3 square is 9, 9 3 is 27. 4 square is 16, 16 3 is 48. 5 square is 25, 25 3 is 75. 6 square is 36, 36 3 is 108. See, this is the values you will get for y. This we have constructed. Now after constructing this table, what we have to do? Construction of the table by using the values of x and corresponding computed values of y, that we have done. It is optional. Directly also you can do. Okay. Now substitute all these values in the appropriate formula. So which is the appropriate formula for the given n? Which is the given n for this problem? N is equal to 6. For this n, which is appropriate formula? All these formula are appropriate, right? See, for the first case, let us go for the first rule. Which is that rule? Simpson's 1/3 rule. Let us take. So Simpson's 1/3 rule, 1/3 formula I have taken. And what is the step length or the h? H is what? I have to identify that also right here. H is the step length. What is the step length here? Step length is nothing but from here to here. What is the step length? For which length you have jumped from here to here? For which length you have jumped from here to here is that h. Step length is nothing but the distance between this element to this element. What is that? What is the step length between this element to this element, or the distance between this element to this element is 1 unit, right? See, from 0 to 1 is nothing but 1. From 1 to 2 it is again 1. From 2 to 3 is again 1. 3 to 4 again 1. 4 to 5 again 1. 5 to 6 is again 1. So h is equal to 1. See, h is equal to 1 and n is given in the problem itself. N is given in the problem itself. N is equal to 6. Now these are the terms we have to know to substitute in this formula. See, 1/3 formula I have written 1 by 3 into 1/3 formula 1 by 3. For 3 by 8 it is 3 by 8. For Wedel's rule it is 3 by 10, right? See, 3 by 10 into h. Okay, now what is the formula? 1 by 3 into h into y0 plus yn. What is the nth value here? N is equal to 6 here, isn't it? So it is y6. That is the last value. y0 plus yn. y0 plus yn. Directly y0 plus y6 plus 4 into y1 plus y3 plus y5. All odd terms you have to write, isn't it? All odd terms you have to write here. All odd terms. y1 plus y3 plus y5 plus so on. So on means what? No other terms are there here. Okay, you can stop here itself. Then plus 2 into even terms. Which are the even terms you can have here? Even terms y2 and y4 you can have. y0 already used. So because of that we should not take y0 again here. It is even term, yes of course. But you have to start with y2 because y0 is already used in this formula. I told you, you have to use all these elements only once. Nowhere the elements are going to repeat. Okay. Let us substitute these terms in place of these y values. Okay, 1 by 3 into h is 1, y0 is 0, plus y6 is 108, plus 4 into y1. y1 is 3, plus y3. y3 is 27, plus y5 is 75, plus 2 into y2. y2 is 12, plus y4. y4 is 48. Now simplify this by using calculator. You will get 216. Okay. whatever the method, you must get the same answer, right? So in the first method we have got the answer, that is 216. Now let us check whether we are getting 216 in the next method also. Okay, this is the second method, that is 3/8 rule. Okay, in this 3/8 rule, what is the formula? The formula we have written here, 3/8 into h into y0 plus yn, first element and the last element, y0 plus yn is y6 here, right? y0 plus y6 plus 3 into all the terms after removal of the multiples of 3, right? See, this is the terms after removing the multiples of 3, whichever the terms you will get, those elements you have to write. See, 1, 2, 3 is not there, 4, 5, 6 is not there. All the multiples of 3 you have to remove. Okay, that we have written here. Plus 2 into all the multiples of 3 you have to write. Which are all the multiples of 3 you can get here? See, y3 you can get multiple of 3 and y6 is the multiple of 3. But here we have written only y3. Why? Because the last element we have already used in the first term as y6. Nth term we have already used it. That's why I have not taken the term again. Here I am telling again, nowhere the terms are repeating. Okay. Now y3, that's all. This is the only multiple of 3 which we have in this formula. Now just substitute the terms. 3/8 into h value is again 1 here. The step length is 1. y0 is the first initial value. y6 is the last value or the nth value, 108 plus 3 into y1 plus y2, y1 3 plus y2 12 plus y4 y5, y4 is 48 plus y5 is 75 plus 2 into y3 is 27. When you simplify this, you will get 216 again. The solutions are same. Now we'll go for the third rule, that is Wedel's rule. This is given by I is equal to 3/10 into. Now we'll go for the last rule, that is the Wedel's rule. It is also called 3/10th rule. It is also called 3/10th. The formula is given by I is equal to 3/10 into h into summation I from 0 to n k into yi, where this k is 1516, 1516, 2516. It will be repeating, the terms will be repeating. Okay, now I'll tell you, I will explain you how to write this formula by using these k values. Okay, 3/10 into h value is substituted here, h is 1, and summation I is equal to 0 to n. What is n? N is equal to 6, right? So n is 6, I is equal to 0 to 6, I is equal to 0 to n is 6 into k into yi. Now I have to use these k values in the next step. See, 3/10 into, see, I varies from 0 to 6, right? I varies from 0 to 6. See, this I varies from 0 to 6. See, I is varying from 0, y0, y1, y2, y3, y4, y5, y6, from 0 to 6, y0, y1, next is 1, next is 2, next is 3, next is 4, 5, then 6. This is the last element. Till y6 it has to vary. Now what is this k value? Will help you to substitute this value of k. For the first element, coefficient of y0 is k, that is 1. For the second element, k value is 5. For the third element, k value is 1. For the fourth element, k value is 6. For the next element, k value is 1 again. For the next again, 5. For the next again, 1. So this is how we have written the formula. H value I have substituted. H is 1, 3/10 as it is, into summation I runs from 0 to 6. Summation I runs from 0 to n value is 6. N is 6, right? 0 to 6, k into yi. K into yi as it is. Now you have to first give the values of I. What is the value of I? Value of I runs from 0, right? Runs from 0. 3/10 into value of I runs from 0. I is 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, I runs from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the values we have given for I. I runs from 0 to 6. After this, what you have to do? You have to give the value of k. Let us substitute the terms. Y0. What is Y0 given? Y0. See here Y0. Y0 is 0. 3/10 into Y0 is 0 plus 5 into Y1 is 3 plus Y2 is 12 plus 6 into Y3. 6 into Y3 is 27 plus y4 is 48, 1 into 48 is 48, plus 5 into y5 is 75, plus 1 into y6, 1 into y6 is 108, 1 into 108 is 108. When you simplify this, you will get 216 again. See, in all these three rules, we have got the same answer, that is 216, 216 and 216.